Have you ever felt that quiet, creeping panic on a Friday night when you realize you have no plans and, more importantly, no one to make them with? It's more than just boredom. It's a deep, hollow ache, a feeling that you're somehow incomplete, like a puzzle with a crucial piece missing. This feeling isn't just about wanting a partner. It's about a desperate, almost primal hunger to be loved, to be chosen, to have someone validate your existence simply by being there. The central paradox, and it's a cruel one, is that the more desperately you search for this love, the more you seem to push it away. It's like trying to catch a butterfly by lunging at it with a net. Your frantic energy just sends it fluttering in the opposite direction. People can sense the hunger. They can feel the weight of the expectation you're placing on them to fill that void inside you, and it can be terrifying for them. So, what's really going on here? This desperation isn't a single, simple emotion. It wears different masks and plays out in different patterns of behavior, creating distinct psychological profiles that you've almost certainly encountered, or perhaps even recognized in your own mirror. Let's start with one of the most common types, the chameleon. This is the person who becomes a perfect mirror for whoever they are trying to attract. On the first date, they learn you're passionate about classic black and white films. Suddenly, they're an aficionado, talking about lighting techniques in movies they've never actually seen. If you mention you love hiking, by the next weekend, they've bought brand new hiking boots and are suggesting trails, even if they've secretly hated the outdoors their whole life. It's not just about sharing interests, it's a complete absorption of the other person's identity. Their favorite music becomes your favorite music. Their political views become your political views. Their dreams start to sound a lot like your dreams. The psychological driver here is a profound fear of rejection. Deep down, the chameleon believes that their true, authentic self is fundamentally unlovable. So, they construct a version of themselves that is a perfect replica of what they think the other person wants. The subconscious logic is flawless in its own tragic way. If I am exactly like you, you cannot reject me without rejecting yourself. It's a desperate survival strategy for connection, but it's built on a foundation of sand. The relationship, if it forms, is based on a phantom, and the constant effort of maintaining the facade is exhausting, leading to a quiet, internal scream of, "Don't you see me? The real me," even though they are the one hiding. Then there's another, very different manifestation of this same core hunger. This is the fixer. Unlike the chameleon who changes themselves, the fixer seeks out partners who need to be changed. They aren't drawn to stability, confidence, or someone who has their life together. No, they are irresistibly attracted to chaos. They find themselves in relationships with people who are struggling with addiction, buried in debt, emotionally volatile, or perpetually caught in some kind of drama. To an outsider, it looks like they have terrible taste in partners. But from the inside, it feels like purpose. The fixer's sense of worth is tied directly to their utility. Their internal monologue isn't, "Do you love me for who I am?" but rather, "Do you need me? Can I save you?" They become the therapist, the financial planner, the life coach, and the emotional support animal all rolled into one. The psychological bargain they are making is for indispensability. They believe that if they can make themselves essential to their partner's survival and well-being, their partner will never leave them. Their love isn't given freely. It's a payment for services rendered. The "I love you" they long to hear is really a "I can't live without you." This pattern gives them a powerful sense of control and importance in a world where they might otherwise feel powerless. Think about the friend who is always complaining about their partner's latest crisis. the job they lost, the fight they got into, but who also seems to subtly glow when recounting how they stepped in to clean up the mess. They are the hero of a story they wrote themselves, but they are trapped by the need to always have someone to rescue. A healthy, self-sufficient partner would, ironically, feel threatening to them because there would be nothing to fix and therefore no obvious reason for them to be needed. Now let's talk about a third, perhaps more overt pattern. This is the clinger, where the chameleon tries to earn love through mimicry and the fixer through service. The clinger tries to secure it through sheer proximity and pressure. This is the person whose desperation manifests as a near constant need for contact and reassurance. After a great first date, they don't just send a text saying they had a good time. They send 5. They text you good morning, ask what you had for lunch, and send memes throughout the day, creating an intense and often overwhelming level of communication from the very beginning. They watch your social media activity like a hawk. They see that you're online but haven't replied to their message from 10 minutes ago, and a wave of panic sets in. Their fear of abandonment is so acute that any space or silence is interpreted as a sign of rejection. They might get intensely jealous over minor interactions you have with others, or demand to spend all of their free time with you, subtly guilting you if you want a night with your friends or even just some time alone. It's a love that feels less like an embrace and more like a stranglehold. They are so terrified of the connection breaking that they hold onto it with a white-knuckled grip, never realizing that this very pressure is what cracks the foundation. The psychology here is rooted in a deep-seated belief that they are not memorable or valuable enough to be held in someone's mind when they are not physically or digitally present. They believe in out of sight, out of mind as a fundamental law of relationships. This is why they accept blatant red flags. Their new partner is emotionally unavailable. At least they're here. They lie about small things. At least they're not lying about wanting to see me tonight. This behavior of abandoning one's own standards, friends, and even identity is the common thread that runs through all these types. The hunger for love becomes so all-consuming that it devours everything else in its path. It's a tragic cycle, because the very thing they crave is the one thing their behavior ensures they can never truly have in a healthy, stable way. The love they find is either a reflection of a false self, a reward for a service, or a hostage to their fear. And in every case, it leaves them feeling just as empty as when they started. So these patterns, the chameleon, the fixer, the clinger, they don't just appear out of nowhere in our adult lives. They are ghosts. They are echoes of a lesson learned long ago, usually in childhood, about what it takes to receive love. Think of it as the original wound. For many, love wasn't a given. It wasn't something you got just for being you. It was conditional. It had to be earned. The chameleon likely grew up in a household where their authentic feelings were an inconvenience. If they were angry, sad, or disagreed with a parent, they were met with disapproval, silence, or even punishment. So they learned a critical survival skill. Become what the powerful people around you want you to be. Be the quiet child, the easy child, the agreeable child. Their identity became a performance designed to earn the affection that wasn't given freely. As an adult, they simply transfer this performance onto their romantic partners, believing that their true, messy, complicated self is a deal breaker. They don't know how to be loved for who they are, only for the character they can play. The fixer's story is often one of premature responsibility. This is the child who had to become the adult in the room. Perhaps they had a parent struggling with mental illness, addiction, or was simply so overwhelmed that the child had to step in and manage the household, or even the parent's emotions. They learned that their value, their worth, their very place in the family was tied to how useful they were. They got praise not for their laughter or their drawings, but for their competence in a crisis. Love became synonymous with solving someone else's problems. So, as an adult, a stable, healthy relationship feels foreign and unnerving. It offers no clear role for them to play, but a partner in chaos? That feels like home. It gives them a script they've known their entire life. I will take care of you, and in return, you will need me. And if you need me, you can't leave me. It's a desperate bargain for security, disguised as selfless compassion. And the clinger? Their childhood was often a landscape of inconsistency. They experienced what psychologists call an anxious attachment style. Love was there, but it was unpredictable. A parent might be warm, affectionate, and present one day, and then cold, distant, and unavailable the next, for reasons the child could never understand. This creates a state of perpetual anxiety. The child learns that love can vanish without warning, so they must hold on as tightly as possible whenever they have it. They become hyper-vigilant, constantly scanning for signs that the parent is about to pull away. This is the programming that runs in their adult relationships. The silence between texts isn't just silence. It's the terrifying echo of that parent walking out of the room. Every request for space feels like the beginning of the end. Their constant need for reassurance isn't a desire to be annoying. It's a frantic attempt to soothe a childhood terror that has never truly gone away. Now, here's where it gets really uncomfortable. Each of these patterns has a shadow side, a hidden, self-serving motivation that we rarely want to admit. The chameleon's constant agreeableness isn't just kindness, it's a form of profound deception. They are not only lying to their partner, but they are also lying to themselves. And deep down, a quiet resentment builds. They start to resent their partner for falling in love with a mask, furious that they aren't being seen for who they truly are, while simultaneously being terrified to ever show them. It's a self-made prison of inauthenticity. The fixer's help isn't entirely selfless. It's also about control. By keeping their partner in a state of dependency, the fixer maintains the position of power. They are the capable one, the stable one, the hero. And here's the darkest secret. A small part of them might not want their partner to ever truly get better. Because if their partner becomes whole, self-sufficient, and healthy, what is the fixer's role anymore? Their greatest fear is being rendered obsolete, so their help can sometimes subtly enable the very problems they claim to be solving. And the clinger's devotion isn't purely about love for the other person. It's about managing their own internal anxiety. The constant texts, the possessiveness, the need for moment-by-moment updates, it's not for their partner's benefit. It's a strategy to quiet the screaming panic inside their own head. Their love becomes a cage, built not out of malice, but out of a terror so profound that it prioritizes their own emotional safety over their partner's freedom and comfort. The entire relationship becomes a life support system for their own fragile sense of security. At its core, this desperate search for a partner is rarely about the partner at all. It's a frantic search for external validation. It's about finding someone, anyone, to hold up a mirror and tell you that you're worthy, that you're interesting, that you're enough. The partner isn't a person to be loved. They are a tool to be used to prove your own value to yourself. But validation from the outside is like a drug with a short-lived high. It can never permanently fill a void that was created from the inside. The real work isn't about finding the right person to love you. It's about becoming the person who can finally love yourself. It's about healing that original wound so you no longer bleed on people who didn't cut you. So, looking at the chameleon who morphs to be loved, the fixer who saves to be needed, and the clinger who smothers to feel secure. Where do you see yourself? Maybe it's a clear reflection in one, or maybe you see pieces of your story scattered across all three. Recognizing the pattern is the first, most crucial step toward breaking it. I'd really appreciate it if you hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Your support helps us continue to explore the complexities of the human mind together.